Just waiting a minute just to see if anyone gets on Instagram. Hi, TikTok. Thought that this morning what we would do is do the thing we've been doing for the past few days, which is just take a moment and breathe. That's it. I'm connected onto Instagram. So good. Hello. Hi. So good to have you guys on. How are you feeling today? Well, I'm very curious about those of you that are, aware that you're empaths or that know your sensitivities. I'm very curious about how you are feeling today. Thank you so much for asking me how I am. And I am but one of many. And here we are, so many. I put up a little video on TikTok that was just on like earthing and grounding. And I know I've talked about it before. I just wanted to bring that up, earthing, connecting to Mother Nature, the mother that loves all her children. There isn't one who doesn't, get to stay on her. There isn't one for whom gravity doesn't apply. She loves us all. And in moments where we get to see truly the depths of our separation, of our understanding of separation, and in the places in which we think that we are, rather than different, lesser than, or better than, when we are faced with those things, we have to look bigger. And I think that no matter the religion, no matter the belief, that we all of us, are connected to Mother Nature in such a deep way. I think that is something that's really important to keep in mind. So I'm seeing, oh, thank you. I'm loving the video. Great. Yeah, please go grounding. Oh, so earthing or grounding, same thing. We use earthing when we mean physically on the earth, and grounding sometimes with grounding meditations, which are just more bringing you into the body, or visualizations. Good morning. Mostly disconnected from what's going on the world stage, but I feel hope. I'm still in a hospital and still sick old people here. Oh my God, yeah. So that's the thing, is we have so much going on right now. 2020. And for those that, follow either their intuition or even YouTube accounts or whatever, from different spiritual or channeled speakers, we knew we were ramping up, but I think a lot of us who hold and who believe and who want to believe in love and in unity are understanding of how this would play out, or like our hope for how unity would play out was just a lot more gentle. And we're in a phase that's the opposite of gentle, in my opinion. And that doesn't mean we get to lose hope. On the contrary, this is when we get to hold on to our hope and our faith even deeper, even stronger. And we get to feel our feelings, and all of our feelings are valid. I was having a conversation with my sister, and she's in another part of the world, but she looks like me, essentially. And where's our voice? Why don't we get to say anything? Was one of the topics that came up. And energetically, there is a certain, yeah, it's gonna go up on the story, like the live. So the live will be on Instagram as a replay for 24 hours. Um, so one of the things that really, on an energetic perspective, because at the end of the day, I come up on here with the hope of bringing awareness to our own energetic fields, to what energy healing can do for us, to support us and to make us feel more empowered. And so when I don't know yet how. I don't know yet how to frame what is happening in this world, in the space that is purely energetic, stripping away the human experience, because it's a very human, very raw experience. So I lost my train of thought, but I think I was going somewhere along the lines of, but the energetics of it, we can all find resonance about within ourselves. One of the things with when we, rather than looking at difference, like when light goes through a prism and then it turns into a rainbow, that um, that kind of difference, who's to say that purple and green, one is better than the other? We don't define that. When we're talking about sound frequency, which one is better and which one is not. We don't say better or worse. We have different terminology when we are talking about these sorts of differences. We recognize that there's contrast. We recognize that they're different, but we don't place them on a hierarchy. And so I think energetically, we can all resonate somewhere within ourselves. Where was it that just being different ended up feeling like being lesser than? And if we can all find within ourselves that place or that parallel energy, we can look within ourselves and we can start wondering, how can I do better? How can it start with me? Please let it start with me. What am I not seeing? What am I blinded to? Please let it start with me. I want to anchor more light into this world. Please help me see the light within me. Help me as I as I pull out the roots of the shadow, of the pain. Let me start with me. For I'm sure even though you've never, ever, ever experienced someone else's experience, I'm sure you have at least once experienced going from different to good versus bad. So even if it's a teeny tiny little experience, even if it doesn't compare to the depth and breadth of the pain that others have experienced, I invite you to recognize within yourself, because that's your part to play. I invite you to recognize within yourself, how does that feel on the inside, and how can I transmute that? Where am I going? Where am I in my habitual habits, mind habits? Where am I going and changing something that is just different to good versus bad? We do this often. And it's nothing to necessarily hold a lot of shame around, because shame is a really dense energy and it's not really supporting the cause right now. It's not really supporting this transmutation that needs to happen right now. This looking and witnessing. How can you witness someone when you're so held up in your shame? Right? So in you, in me? Where have I made something that should be just other into something that is bad? Where have I done this with a human being? Believe me, I have done it. I have done it. And then you just get to space to add recognition that this is something that's happened. And then you get to ask, please, please, please let me see it again next time before I do it. Let me catch myself. Please help me do better. Please let me see the things I did not see so that I better understand. I see that there's comments rolling in, so I'm just going to take a look at them and read them out. Yeah, there are a lot of heavy energies coming up. Absolutely, Vanessa. So one of the things that's one of the reasons I'm here, because we're in a really, like, we're moving things up, but at the same time, because that's happening, not everyone has then there's a lot of pain being created as well. There's a lot of acting out in a really painful to watch way, and there's a lot of pain being created, and so there is a lot of heaviness on the outside because our collective is in so much pain. And so when we get to go back to the heart again and again and again, let's go back to the heart. Let us go back to our, what I believe to be our humanity, our ability to be one of the whole, to be a cell in an entire organism. If humanity is an organism, let us not self-destruct anymore. Let us understand that a cell in an eye, and a cell in a mouth, and a cell in the skin, and the cell in the intestines, and the cell in the brain, they all have their roles to play. There is not one that is better than. They are all different. And so, this is the message that I wanted to share with you, hoping that somehow, somewhere, this brings you a little bit of compassion, a little bit of release of shame, and a little bit more space to hold space, a little bit more love, a little bit more hope. I think I was placed in the hospital for a reason, and the others around me, but also I'm learning, oh shoot, I'm missing a piece of the comments. I'm learning tons, patience and remembering, and others of myself too. Yeah. Thank you to all those of you who have chosen as your career paths to support us all. Thank you. Thank you so very much. The light you bring to this world is so beautiful. Oh, Finn, you're so sweet. Thank you. Learning to let go of shame and guilt and face your music is such a great journey. And the thing is that it's a daily, ongoing journey. This doesn't stop and start in a short period of time. This is your entire life. This is the journey of being human. Thank you, beautiful guys, purging the darkness. And so are we, honey. Emmy, we are too. We are too. Thank you so much for sharing. You're so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Peace will win and fear will lose. So again, two sides of the same coin. Winning versus losing. Peace will be. It's an invitation to reframe, because we put this different, good and bad, the polarity, the duality, we put it everywhere. I have such a hard time with this one. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I want the good guys to win, like that's a construct I'm very ingrained in. And it's difficult to let it go for me. There's obviously I'm not I'm nowhere near enlightened, you know. I have some insights. I have a deep, deep want to connect to my heart. And so I trust that in each moment is enough. But I still have very human experiences. So this one's a hard one for me too. I just heard they were like, we can look here too. So there, you know, I want peace to prevail. Of course I do. Gosh. Joya, yeah, I feel we are all connectively bringing light. The way we feel for long was not right, but we had to put aside fear of being pointed at, or what side are you on, and so on. And yeah, so what side are you on? What side of history are we on? What side are we on in terms of, are we connected to our hearts? Are we willing to reconnect to our hearts? Are we willing to reconnect with our hearts again and again and again? The grand rising. Yes, I love that. See, there are so many ways to reframe a very difficult, very hard time in ways that are hopeful and optimistic. So thank you for that. I love seeing you too every morning. I feel we have to hold space for each other and let each one of us feel and find what feels best for us to heal and support each other respectfully. Yes, respect. We learned about this in school, right? At least a little bit. So when emotions are high, we change we go from this rest and repair and rejuvenate aspect of our being to fight or flight. And yet respect and that stillness we can still find. So we just go over to TikTok and see what the comments were. I totally spell red. What? Why? What does that mean? Can I speak Arabic? No, but I'd like to learn someday. I just haven't made it a priority. Hello from Argentina. I love your account so much. It's really helped me. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. That's really sweet. Your videos give me so much needed space. I'm so glad. I'm going to be actively adding more things to YouTube, probably over the weekend, so that there's longer form videos that you can connect to and use if you want those. Are the hand movements you do also a form of light language? Yes, they are. They're mesmerizing. Thank you. Wow, amazing. Yes, I'm sure. Have pain. Shame drains. Yes, it does. You feel it at the end of the day. Yeah. I've been feeling really low lately. Yeah. It's really an experience that's difficult. Now, this is why things like going in nature actually helps. So it doesn't undo all the things. Now is a time where all the tools all the time are going to help. And I'll be putting more and more videos up, and I'm trying to find different resources on YouTube and gather like a YouTube playlist of different tools from different people that I so far trust, and make it available to people, because I think it's really important right now to like try them all some more, and just do as much as you can to take care of yourself, really. Big energy with a full moon tonight. Oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about the full moon and an eclipse, I believe. I think it's going to be a big day. I hope everything works out in the end. We have to keep that hope. Alive and in our hearts. We're changing for the better, so much so, because we are allowing ourselves to believe that we need to look inward, that we need to do better. We are allowing ourselves to feel, to release, and to want to expand. This is at a collective level. And then the rest of, where did you find the light language? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hello from Connecticut. Sorry, Connecticut. I can't say it. It's Connecticut. There we go. Hi. Today's my birthday. A full moon and strong. The energy around me is amazing. Well, happy birthday, Mac. I'm gonna stop there with your name. Happy birthday. Your videos especially make me feel well today. Good. You should start an ASMR channel. That is, y'all, I have heard, I've listened. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. Okay. I've been here a while now, more than I expected. Asya, so good to see you. Oh my gosh. Whenever I feel off, I've been returning to nature and find it so healing and comforting. Yes. Oh, you get a happy birthday from Instagram. That's amazing. Thank you. I'm curious about your Reiki course. Oh, so I've already started, honey. But being that the times are as they are, I'm thinking I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take a week off in between classes because I need the rest and recharge myself. But I will be offering more and more. I wanted to charge, but I'll keep it free probably next time too. Because now is not the time to charge. So share this information if anyone is interested in a Reiki class, needs it right now, especially because of what is going on right now. Send them to my website. It's ladynuash.com. Make them send me an email. Make them send me a DM on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. Doesn't matter. Let them reach out to me. Oh, you get a second happy birthday from Instagram. This is great. Just because it's important that we use as many tools. Ooh, this might you to go. As many tools as possible in these times. Okay, my loves, we're gonna do one thing that I did a video on TikTok about. We're gonna own together. So whomever, yes, I'm teaching Reiki. We're doing the 3rd class of 4 this week, so we're almost done. We're on the other side, but I'll do another one. Okay, you guys, those that are saying yes for the Reiki class, send me a DM. I will not be able to keep track of all the things just because my brain is like there's so much going on and I'm getting messages from all sorts of different things. So please send me a message saying that what you want, and eventually this weekend I'll sort through them all and be like, okay, this person. So let's own together. I know very little about yoga, actually. But one thing I know is that our own voice has a lot of power. So find yourself in a position that feels really good to you. Seated like I am. You can lay down. You can also be standing if you want. What I would like you to try to do is be somewhat symmetrical if you can. So cross-legged or laying straight, but not like all crunched up and like twirled around. It's just easier to get energy flow. It's easier to get, especially breath flow, if you are a little bit like less contorted. So sitting down, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe together, and we're going to breathe in love, and we're going to breathe out all of our worries. So breathing in and relaxing. And then we're going to do it another time and relaxing. And next, what we're going to do is on our exhale, we're going to ohm. So there are some convoluted ways we can do it. We can really break it down. But the idea is that I want you to, as you exhale, is I want you to make a sound that is easy to make. That sounds a little bit like om. So it's going to be in your throat. You can move the sound up and down. See where it feels good to you. But you're going to just exhale it in a as even as you can way for this one. And imagine you're enveloping yourself with this sound, the sound of you. So breathing in. And just take a minute to feel how that felt. And we're going to do it one more time. I'm going to take a deep breath in. And I don't know about you, but I felt like time just slowed down a little bit. One more time. Breathing in. And just regain your normal breath, bringing awareness to how you feel. Maybe there's a little bit more space in your rib cage or just generally your body cavity because you breathed in a little bit deeper. Maybe like me, you felt like time slowed down just a little. I'm sending you all so much love. By Kanalia Tawa Beyanaka, Sewa Pelenia, Sewa Pelenia, Taki Taki, Oishtimiana Kai Tetea, Opanaya Latakai, Seka, 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 Naina, O Ishiniala, Tikeseniti, O Mama, 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 Mama. So go take on the day, my beautiful souls. I will not be here tomorrow because I'll be doing the Reiki class. But I trust that you have all the tools. And I know that you can all get together, however your communities look, to do this together. So much love to you all. Bye. I felt like such warm reminder. You're so welcome. We ended up matching pitch on the last breath. What an awesome sense of togetherness. Yes. Oh my gosh. I used to do this with a friend of mine when we were living together. It was just like the most luscious experience. It just feels so connected. Love.